We can talk about this in another video. So, an Oktavist is this. He has the ability to hit the extremely low notes and sustain them. Okay, that's why they think it's okay if someone is not an original Oktavist who has a chest voice. He can project those notes with chest voice. He might do them with subharmonics. And we have many special voices who can do this. Stefan Voisu is one of the best I have heard in this. But he is also an exceptional soloist. This guy, he has a perfect voice. I can't say he's a Basso Profundo because I think that it's difficult for him to sing in the area of Contra C, Contra La, low C, but he doesn't have to sing that low. Nobody has to sing that low. Okay, but as an Oktavist, he can hit maybe an E1 with subharmonics, and because he's a professional, he's not an amateur, he's a professional, he has trained his voice, his modal voice, and after that he trained that special ability, subharmonics, so when it's needed, he can hit those notes clearly. I doesn't care if he's not a true Oktavist, because all you have to do is to hit this note. Now, if you tell me what are the differences between an original Oktavist and an Oktavist who is using any technique, the differences are, as I perceive them, that the true Basso Profundo or the true Oktavist, he can hit them very easy because it's in his modal area. It's easy. Whenever I need to, with cold voice, I just wake up or whatever. It's an extremely easy note because it's in my modal area, so I can hit it. But if you want to do this with a technique, you must be much more prepared to do this. Okay. Now the resonance is something different. Okay, we are going to discuss all these things in another video. So, I think that I have covered this. Basso Profundo was much easier because, as I said, is a solist who can sing low notes. Doesn't mean that he must be an Oktavist, because he may have very weak, his extremely low notes. The Oktavist is mostly in a soir setup, and he has to reach those extremely low notes when the conductor told him to do. Okay. And now we're gonna talk about the contrabass voice. As I said before, a soprano told me, known here in Greece, no, Yannis, there are no contrabass voices, there are only Basso Profundos. Now, when I say contrabass voice, what I mean? We have the organ contrabass, and we have the organ cello. The cello is let's say a Basso Profundo, okay, and the contrabass is an Oktavist, not an Oktavist, a contrabass voice. The contrabass voice, first of all, must have the area of an Oktavist. The range is the proper word. Of course he has to have the contra notes, or else he's not a contrabass, okay? But the difference is that this note is not only it's not only the hertz you hear, but the note is filling an area. It goes like this. It covers everywhere. When you have the contrabass, you have a subwoofer in an area, in a big area, you hear a warm bass everywhere. It's very hard to say that the subwoofer is over there. You cannot understand this. So a contrabass voice has the proper resonators, has a very big diaphragm. And by diaphragm, now I mean the space that your throat has from here all the way down to your stomach and all the other area. Okay, that you must have all this. Is some things you must have to can feel an area, to project like a surround system. I cannot use the proper English words to describe it, but I will tell you this. If you untune a cello, it can reach a G1, a E1, but it doesn't. But its body doesn't have the space to project these notes as a contrabass, but it's reaching those notes. So, if you say an Oktavist, he's a contrabass voice. No, he's not. Because he might do hit a note. If someone is a contrabass, and an Oktavist, of course, a contrabass is an Oktavist 100%. An Oktavist might not be a contrabass voice. Because the differences are in the whole construction of the body. If someone doesn't have the proper resonators, but he can project loud, it's a total different things. Because someone might not have the proper resonators. The resonators is doing this. Not only amplifies the sound, but of course not all the resonators, but if you have a contrabass voice, your resonators must not only project loud, but sending the sound like this, like a surround system. The surround system within a normal amplifier is a totally different sound, you know. A lot of people told me, who have heard me speaking in front of them, it's a very strange feeling, because your voice is going like this, like I'm in a cinema.